This is a French fry. I'm going to talk about the most perfect fry. Well, not perfect, but pretty well damn near to it. Which fry is nicest for the thumbnail? So today, we're going to be showing you quite possibly the best French fries ever. Maybe not. I don't know. I still like curly fries. I'm still really good though. All right, it all starts with a sack of Idaho potatoes. Look for that seal right there. I'm using russet potatoes, by the way. This is the only potato you should be using for French fries. So what are you doing? Just use these. So what I do is I got my water here ready to go, so I slice right into that. Rice wine vinegar, just a touch, doesn't have to be too much. This is also optional. I do this because it helps with that texture, makes it extra crunchy. I've got this fancy French mandolin because I want to make some waffle style fries. If you don't have this, just check this out. If you don't have this, just do this. Good old stacks, like planks, you know? Doesn't have to be perfect too. Like you could have crappy knife skills like me and still do it. And look at that, that'd be perfect. But we're doing waffle fries today, so this is the route I'm taking. So let's see if I can do this right. Go one way that way, turn it, turn it. These are kind of tricky, take some learning. Even for me, it's tricky. So these are in the water so they don't oxidize, and it also helps to soften it up so we get a nicer texture when we fry them up. So you could just let these sit in the water for a good 30 minutes or so. When I was working in a restaurant that served French fries, I would punch them the night before, leave them in the fridge overnight, and then cook them off the next day. Now when we fry these off, it's not too important, it's kind of important. Hold on. This is what I use. Some rice oil or peanut oil. Now, I use these because they've got a high smoke point. You want a high smoke point because you want to fry these at a high temperature. Obviously, do not fry with olive oil. If you guys have seen much of my videos, I don't fry anything unless it's in rice oil, canola oil, peanut oil. I would suggest those three. Or maybe duck fat. Duck fat might be good too. Okay, I'm gonna go over what's called a Dijonnaise first, because that's one of my favorite dippers for French fries. If you're making this from scratch, you're making your mayo from scratch, we're gonna get our egg yolks, separate the whites. You can save your whites for a protein omelet or maybe for another video like what I'm gonna do. So stay tuned, subscribe to the channel if you wanna see what that video is. Okay, yolks go in. I'm gonna start off with just a touch of Dijon mustard. Give her a little spin. I've got rice oil right here. I'm gonna slowly drizzle that in. Once it becomes nice and ribbony right here, I can drizzle it in slowly. All right, check it out. See that nice thick consistency? That's what I have right there. So now at this point, I'm gonna add in some horseradish. I like horseradish, so I might add a little more than a tablespoon. Now I'll add in a little more Dijon, because this is called Dijonnaise. Good squeeze of lemon. This is the juice of half a lemon. Let's call it a couple tablespoons. And we'll do about 5 cloves of garlic in there. Then 4 different types of peppercorn. That's optional. You can leave that out. I love pepper, why not? And then salt to taste. Okay, now check this out. You see our consistency? Really thick. Now, if you like it super thick, this is fine. I want it to be a little thinner, so I'm gonna add more oil till it thins out. See that? It's starting to speed up. Give it a little tasty taste. I'm gonna add a touch more lemon juice and salt to taste. Add some brightness to this guy. A little more Dijon, why not? Look at that, she's thick. Thick old Dijonnaise. Now this can hold in the fridge for, I'd say a couple weeks. I've seen it held for a month, so I'd say a couple weeks is good. All right, and these guys, you know what we call these right here? We call these money savers. Look at that, see? Scrape all the sides and we're still left with all of that. That's what these are called. Also known as rubber spatulas. Okay, back to frying. Gotta make sure to drain this water off very well. Very dangerous to fry with a little H2O in there. So this is like what I used to do at work. I would have my strainer set up with a bucket and just let it go, then dump it in my fryer. My oil's set kind of low, 250 about. Be careful when dumping these in, do it little by little. Also make sure not to overfill your pot. I'd say like halfway or a third of the way is good. Okay, let me show you why these are the best fries ever. You know that orange coating that curly fries usually have, like at Arby's and other fast food places? Check this out. Typically it's flour. I'm gonna do potato starch, half a cup. Doing Worcestershire powder, about a tablespoon of that. 2 tablespoons of paprika. I'm using the Hungarian stuff. Check it out, really good shit. And then we've got garlic. Probably open this first, right? Why is it so hard to open it? There we go. Okay, about a tablespoon of that, tablespoon of onion powder, and then 4 different types of peppercorn, about a tablespoon of that as well. Okay, all of our fries have gone through what I call the first blanch. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give them a little tossy toss with our starch. A little tossy toss with the starch. Okay, this won't work with waffle fries. It'll work with regular fries, but these are too thin. So as you can see, they're like all f***ing up. Let's try this one more time. So if you want, you could parboil them, but you gotta fully cool those guys before tossing it, because as you can see, f***ing mess. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna give these a little toss prior to frying them. You know what, this might actually be easier too. Just do it all beforehand. It's ready to go. Okay, so this fry is ready to go. It's all right to f*** up sometimes, it's okay. We fix it in like 1 minute. Now we toss these in. You wanna give them a little agitation while you're frying, just so they don't get all stuck together. Okay, so normally I would say do a blanch on your fries and fry it again. That makes sense. You give it par fry, take it out, cool it on a rack, fry it off. These are so thin that that's not even really possible. So I guess with waffle fries, just, you know, fry them like this. I started it off at 300, then I'm cranking the heat up all the way and frying them off. A little salt, pepper, then just a touch of citric acid. You can get it on our site. All right, now we just serve it up however we want. There's our Dijonnaise. There's our fries. There we go. Possibly the best fries ever. Probably not. I still love curly fries. I like it soggy like that, where you could fold it. Super good.